You know, Bruce, on more formal sites, you may find in a campground that there are tent pads, and they're designed to be a place to put tents so we don't wear the ground.
Yeah.
You should really use those, but in this case we don't. And so you want to use a place that's probably already been a tent site before, right? Something that's firm, but I don't know, you have better keen eye on this than I do. What else should we be looking for whenever we want to set a tent?
Well, I like a spot that's, if not level, nearly level. I don't want to be sliding down the hill all night or things like that, you know. And so I like a site that levels I can get it. And if obviously not a lot of rocks underneath, even if I have a pad, if you like to have just ground and so on with some leaf cover without a bunch of rocks would be helpful. I don't want to be in a hole in case it rains and get, you know, water.
Fill up.
Yeah, yeah.
Fill up.
Fill up with water. Or obviously in even a dry stream bed, because if it rains overnight and you're in that dry stream bed, then you have water coming down into your tent. So that's common sense, but it's something we want to look for. And then, yeah, I see you looking up. What are we thinking about there?
Well, I like this site. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I can sleep here.
Level.
But I'm a little concerned about that limb right there falling in the middle of the night. Or that limb. Oh my gosh, there's an entire dead tree.
The dead tree up there, which has a couple live trees around that may not get here, but do you want to take the chance of it may not get here? So basically the bottom line is you do want to look around the trees around your site and see if there's anything that could be dangerous, because if you have wind in the night, any kind of storm, something going to blow on you. You don't want to get crushed in a tent.
I like the drainage. I like the fact that it's fairly level, but I'm not satisfied with the trees that are here. I don't want to sleep underneath those.
Agreed. Let's look for another site.
I agree.
Well, Mike, I kind of like the looks of this site. It's pretty level. There's not a lot of trees and rocks in the way. What do you think? I don't see anything up there that's going to fall on us, do you?
No, I don't. And it's not got any drainage issues. So, Bruce, I say let's use it.
Yeah, let's do it. Mike, we got the tent set up. We've got a place established for our bear bag. We're kind of ready for the night. We said we go back to the fire and maybe grab a bite and play some cards.
Marshmallows?
That'll work.
I'm in.
Well, we got the tent set up and the fire's still going, looking good.
Now where we're going to put the bear bag.
Yep. You know, Mike, it's a lot of fun to go out hiking and camping, and it's something I'd really encourage people to do, but we always need to encourage people to practice these no trace ethics when they're out there camping. And those are the things we've talked about today. And let's just kind of review those things. The first one is plan and prepare. So plan your trip, prepare for it, make sure you're prepared for the weather, all the different things that come about, make sure that you have adequate food, water, all those things as part of the planning.
And then 2, you need to make sure to stay on durable surfaces, and you need to stay in the trail. Don't cut corners. And you need to make sure to set your tent in an appropriate place.
Right.
So minimize your impacts.
Right. And as far as minimizing impacts, the third one would be minimizing the impact of a fire. So we're talking about gathering the firewood, where you build your fire, make sure your fire doesn't get away, all those things that have to do with anything you do with the fire.
Well, let's not forget too that when we come here, we're in wildlife's backyard. And so we need to make sure to respect the wildlife and make sure not to disturb their ecosystems as little as possible. I think that really goes hand in hand with no trace ethics. And then 2, to not make those conflicts of interest by leaving things around that they would be enticed to.
Right. And the 5th one would be taking care of your waste. That could be your food wrappers, that could be your own human waste, but whatever. Make sure you dispose of waste properly, pack everything back out. You don't leave anything at the campsite. Take a bag with you, put it in your backpack, take all your trash back out with you.
The only thing you don't take is what's already here. And I do find a lot of kids, they want to take little souvenirs with them when they come.
Yeah.
So leave what you find, and that way other people can enjoy it too. And don't disrupt what you find. There's a place I love to go up in Dully Saws. It's called Rocky Knob, but the visitors there are so intrigued with building these stone structures called cairns.
Right.
And they have no purpose there.
Right.
There's a place for cairns, Bruce.
Right.
But not just because I want to build a pile of rocks. It takes
Right.
away from the natural beauty.
Right, exactly. So I hope when you get out in nature, you practice these no trace ethics. Get out there and enjoy some wildlife, enjoy nature, and have a hike and go camping. Oh, marshmallows. Good thinking.
We'll see you next time.